Hey guys, this is Zach Cummings, UFC welterweight, middleweight, and light heavyweight. Check out Hungover Hand Right.
This is Hungover Hand Right, and this is the UFC 300 preview show. No Dylan today. Chad, Seth, Jonathan, Sandfagan filling in. Be on the lookout though. We're going to post our picks on socials. So at HOR Podcast, Instagram, at Hungover Hand Right, TikTok.
Like the YouTube, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
This is a big one.
Yeah. Have you guys heard about this one?
Is this a big one?
I haven't seen the promos on every
Where
card.
were you guys for UFC 200? Remember?
Shit.
Mambo?
Phil Shop.
Yeah?
We were at Phil's shop.
Yeah.
At Dylan's dad's house, eh?
And Lesnar came in there clean as a whistle and kicked the shit out of Mark Hunt.
Sure did. Travis Brown
Clean as a whistle.
Travis Brown got... What? Did he get shit on that fight? I'm pretty sure
Was it the elbows?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got knocked out.
No, that wasn't the Travis Brown elbows, was it?
Or did he not?
Or did he fight? I don't know.
I thought he lost. Whatever.
He probably did.
I was in Denver. I was at Denver Buffalo Wild Wings.
That was a long time ago.
And it was a letdown.
Yeah, I mean,
Anderson Silva fought Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, Misha Tate fought Amanda.
Amanda Nunes lost.
Got her ass kicked in the main event.
Yeah, that's
UFC.
when Misha had the belt, didn't she?
Yes.
That's when
I believe
Amanda got the belt.
So, if you're going to talk shit on this card, look at that card. This one's...
This card.
This one blows the dog shit out of that.
We didn't get the
card.
Conor main event, but this one's much better than that. Are you guys ready to get into it?
Oh, yeah.
Let's get into it.
It's
So,
going to be fun.
We usually do just like the main card, and then we'll maybe pick like one low-key banger. They're all bangers, so we're going full card breakdown. We're going to rapid fire through a lot of these.
About to do a lot of quick banging for you guys.
That's my go-to. Get it done quick because I have no choice. All right.
Quickies.
Deiveson Figueiredo versus Cody Garbrandt. Deiveson deuce to Guerra. Figueiredo 22-3-1, coming off of a win over Rob Font. Fighting out of Brazil, 36 years old, 5 feet 5 inches tall. Cody No Love Garbrandt 14-5, coming off of 2 wins in a row. Haven't said that in a while. Fighting out of Sacramento, 32 years old, 5 feet 8 inches tall. Fig's fighting backwards here. Rob Font beat Cody. Now he's fighting Cody. What do we think?
Well, and it is an old Fig, but
yeah,
with these little guys, that doesn't seem to matter. Which they're both pretty little, but I don't know, man. I got Fig. I know that Cody has been looking better than he has in recent times, but I think Fig's going to just swarm him. I think he's going to be overwhelming. I don't think Cody's going to put him away with anything spectacular. I think he's going to show up a lot. And
I think Fig's gonna play Cody's game and probably still knock him out. Like he's gonna
Fig's going to still knock him
Cody out. Yeah. I think. I mean, I think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna want to wrestle a lot. I think he's gonna want to stand in there and bang with Cody. And I think Cody's gonna take a nap.
I think the last 2 wins did not capitalize on Cody's chin, and I think Fig's gonna have no problem.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question that Trevin Jones and Brian Kelleher is like a humongous step down from what he was fighting before that.
Agreed.
Right.
Agreed.
Kai Garbrandt.
You guys are still show some goddamn respect to Garbrandt.
I started out being a big Cody fan,
Yeah.
and then I wasn't.
Chad, what do you think? I know
I think,
no bias involved probably here.
I think that obviously I'm a big fan of Garbrandt.
Yeah.
Money, smart side, probably pick Fig, right?
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna do that.
Well, I mean,
I'm going with Garbrandt.
if we're talking,
You're going with your heart.
I'm going with no love. My heart may be broken, and we might be a long fucking
You're
night.
going with your heart and your erection over your brain.
Yes.
I mean, Fig, he is a little bit like there to be hit.
Oh yeah.
And he relies on being durable. And I guess to be fair, Rob Font is not nearly the power puncher that Cody is, and then definitely the guys that Fig was fighting at flyweight weren't the power punchers that Cody is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that Cody can't get it done. He's got the tools to get it done. It's just
how awesome would it be if he did it?
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
He knocks him fucking plumb out.
It
And then we see the rise of Garbrandt again.
I would, you know what? I would actually really like that in a humble, like experienced, rugged Garbrandt.
Yeah.
I would. Look.
And he comes back and puts a show like he did against Cruz.
I'm not.
to win
Dude,
the belt.
one of my favorite fights of all time, by the way, because I was a huge Cody fan.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Did not like Cruz, still don't. And now everyone loved that. But don't go in there breakdancing after every time you get a halfway significant strike, because nobody wants to see that. Just go in there and get the job done, Cody.
I think he learned his lesson from the breakdancing shit.
I hope.
Sure.
Did
Go
he?
in, be you. You know, let's knock this motherfucker out.
Fig's number 8. So this is like high risk, low reward for Fig.
Oh, yeah.
But he's got to start somewhere. He's going up to prove himself. So
I
you
know,
gotta
but
prove yourself.
He beat Font already.
Yeah. But who hasn't?
Not Cody. Cody lost to him.
Yeah.
Bigger name still.
I think it just the UFC saw the hype that Cody calling Fig out got, and they were like, okay, yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll convince Fig to do it by saying 300 UFC 300, but we tell you who to fight.
You're probably right.
Odds. I mean, Chad, you talked about smart monies on Fig. Well, plus 245 Cody.
Hey, that's right. I'm
saying it's money.
Oh no, I know what you're saying.
Put it on Cody.
Yeah, no, throw some money. Put on Garbrandt. I'm saying money wise if you don't want to take the risk.
Well, yeah. I know. I'm just saying.
Fucking throw it on Garbrandt.
But fucking
take the chance, throw a couple $100 on there. Obviously bet responsibly.
yeah, don't tell your wives. Listen, don't tell your wives.
Lie to your wives about the amount you're betting. And just throw a little bit on Garbrandt there because there's always that chance that a Brazilian's going to sleep.
Fig's kind of he's a scrambly guy. You think he's gonna want to scramble around and work some takedowns and do some shit?
You'd think, but
how else
like
is he gonna win?
He might.
He's not. You think he's gonna knock him out? Is that what you think?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He might knock him out.
Cody is obviously knockoutable.
Yeah,
and Fig hits hard for a little dude.
Does, and he's fast.
80% takedown D for Cody.
Both of these guys are fast, and they're known for the quickness and sharpness. I still think that with an older Fig, kind of has an edge on that. I think he's a little quicker.
Yeah, maybe. Cody's fast.
For sure.
Yeah, it's kind of a toss-up for me.
I'm going Garbrandt. No love all the way.
Topology votes, 83% Fig.
1,700 votes.
79% KO TKO.
Hey,
we're gonna see the most,
and that's all because his history lately is when he does lose, he's getting knocked out.
Yeah, you're almost as good as your last fight, man.
But his last 2 fights, he's won.
We're gonna see the most,
and his last fight was a knockout.
We're gonna see the most community votes out of any other card. I think on this one,
they're gonna be banging. Like I think it's not out of the question that Fig gets knocked out because he's willing to do it.
This is one thing I will say. Fig, I mean, what in his last how many fights? 5, 6 fights. 4 of them have been to the same guy.
Yeah.
With Moreno.
Draw, loss, win, loss, and then Font.
And it's all Moreno and then Font. So I mean, I don't know. Will that be a detriment to his?
I thought Font was going to beat him, but he whooped Font.
I thought Font was going to beat him too.
He did very, very well with Font.
Yeah.
That's why I think he's going to beat Cody next.
Yeah. Fig, Cody.
No love, baby.
All right, next up. Bobby Miller versus Jim Miller, or Bobby Green versus Jim Miller.
Bobby Miller, could you imagine?
Bobby Miller versus Jim Green.
A mix between those two guys.
Bobby Miller.
What would that even look like?
A killer, a champ.
I guess, yeah. Bobby King Green, 31-15-1, coming off of a really, really close loss to Jalen Turner.
Yeah, super close.
There's still brains on that mat.
That might really
on the canvas
hurt him for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Right there.
He's old.
Fighting out of California, 37 and 7 months, years old. 5 feet 10 inches tall. Jim A10 Miller, 37 and 17. Coming off 2 wins in a row. Both finishes. Face crank is officially on the second one. Fighting out of Whippany, New Jersey, 40 years old, 5 feet 8 inches tall. Did you say Bobby Green was old?
Well, they're both old. And I was about to make a point. It's kind of crazy that. Yeah, I mean, I know that Jim Miller's older, but I would not have suspected Jim Miller having more losses on his record than Bobby Green does.
Yeah,
17-15. Is that what that was?
I believe so.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I would have figured Jim had less losses, but he's been in there for a century.
Yeah, I mean, he had a run there where he was fighting Nate, Cowboy,
right.
RDA, like a bunch of guys. This one's really tough for me because like Jim can box. Like I feel like he's almost like gotten better with the hands.
Jim can do everything.
Yeah.
This fight has been canceled that many times? 3 times so far?
Oh yeah, I guess so. 2021, 2022, and
I wonder why. Does it say why or no?
Bobby Green collapsed backstage after weigh-ins. UFC 258.
Oh shit. I do remember that.
Green failed drug test.
Oh.
UFC 276.
All right.
Huh?
I remember him collapsing.
I don't remember either of those.
I remember the collapsing.
Yeah, this one's really tough for me because like Bobby he's pretty tough to take down. So I'm not so sure that Jim's going to have a lot of success in that area. But I don't know if Bobby's like going to really outclass him on the feet either.
I think Bobby's definitely the more crisp guy on the feet.
For sure.
Definitely.
He's pretty hard to hit too.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
but Jim's got power still.
He's slick on the feet. I just think Jim's got more tools, and he's got that it factor to find a way to win more than Bobby does.
I will say that he has more tools, definitely. But Bobby's crisp on the feet. And you know what they say, always, every fight starts standing up.
That's true.
It's tough.
That's a fact.
Every fight starts standing up,
But either way, Jim Miller's getting it done.
Bobby Green, 74% takedown D. Jim Miller, 48% takedown D. What a shitty grappler.
Yeah,
he's
totally.
terrible.
Yeah, he's bad.
Odds.
I hope people are good at picking up sarcasm on this pod. 'Cause, I mean, that might be a detriment to us. That might be a downfall if people don't pick up on our bullshit here.
Minus 185, Bobby Green. Started at minus 110. Pick him. And people hammered Bobby Green. I'd say, I mean, clearly, I think plus 160. There's plenty of value on Jim Miller
You
there.
throw a little bit there.
I would put most of your money on Jim Miller. If you're gonna put money on a dog, it's Jim Miller out of anybody else on this card.
Tapology, 61%. 61% Jim Miller on Tapology.
Really?
Yeah, well, because the people know.
I think that knockout really, those knockout votes is what they saw what happened to Bobby.
I think it's gonna be Jim Miller sub. That is my prediction. And if not sub, decision.
Yeah. Bobby Green has been subbed twice.
Don't care.
I think Islam was one, right?
No, he got finished.
Ground and pound, yeah. It doesn't matter
Knee
really.
bar. He lost to Shane Shapiro.
Grappling.
Oh.
Well, there you go. He's been subbed more than twice, hadn't he?
Yeah, I guess so.
Rear naked choke right there, up there. 1 RNC.
Wins.
Oh, it was a win. Sorry, I thought I'm colorblind. Leave me alone.
Toe
rear naked choke right there.
Toe
Dan
hold
Lozon.
and rear naked. So he hasn't been subbed since 2009.
Jim's brother?
2009, yeah.
Which Jim Miller and Joe Lozon is one of the bloodiest and most fun fights of all time, in my opinion. Top 10.
It's wrong.
All right, so where are we going here?
I'm going Jim Miller.
Jim Miller by sub.
Jim Miller by decision.
Or decision.
I'm going Bobby Green, decision.
You take Bobby Green every time he fights, you know that?
Yeah, it works pretty good most of the time.
How did it work out last time?
No, it doesn't, though.
I guess you're right.
His brains are still on the canvas.
I didn't take him against Grant Dawson. I did take him against Tony, I'm sure.
Everyone did.
Definitely would not pick him against Jalin.
Oh, absolutely not.
If we did this preview show back when he fought Drew Dober, I totally would have taken him against Drew Dober.
Well, I vaguely remember you taking him against Drew Dober. Anyway, just talking.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he got knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he was with the left hook.
Drew was fucking all wobbling around before that. They were fucking each other up. All right, anything else here?
Nah,
it'll be fun, dude.
I think Jim's got him for sure. Confident.
I know who Dylan's picking there.
Oh yeah.
All right, next up, Jessica Andrade versus Marina Rodriguez.
Jessica Andrade next.
Jessica Bate Estaca Andrade.
So pick him.
25-12, coming off of a win over Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie really didn't bring it that
like
night.
Shit.
Yeah.
She looked weird.
That didn't make any sense.
Nope, didn't like it.
She
I
had
like
Jessica,
watching it though.
You had Jessica Andrade right where you want her. 3 losses in a row. Got pieced up kind of by Aaron Blanchfield, like, and then you just.
It doesn't make sense. Like, Mackenzie just like decided, hey, I'm not gonna show up at all.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look like an absolute. This is my first fight.
You know what was on her
That's
mind?
what it looked like.
On
It was
her
her
mind
first fight.
was custody and court battles and fees.
Yeah.
That was what was on her mind during that fight.
Maybe, but fuck.
Divorce.
Fighting out of Brazil, 32 years old, 5'1". Marina Rodriguez, 17-3-2, coming off a win over Michelle Waterson. This was 6 months ago. I thought it was longer ago than that. Fighting out of Brazil, 36 years old, 5 feet 6 inches tall. Big height difference here. Marina, I've always felt like every time I see her age, I'm like, how is she that old?
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she's like 26.
Yeah,
Maybe 35.
she beat the shit out of Karate Hottie though.
Yeah, I mean,
Old.
Marina's beat some people. Like she knocked out Amanda Ribas, beat Michelle Waterson twice, beat Mackenzie Dern.
Lost the fucking Crazy Eyes.
Tisha Torres.
I feel like everyone loses Crazy Eyes though. Nobody
she's a
remembers
beast.
it. But
She's a beast. You never know
I
what
think
she's
we all
looking
lose
at.
when she wins, you know?
yeah. Andrade is like the ultimate like impossible to figure out fighter. Like, you know, like it's just she loses to people that she probably should beat. She beats people she should beat.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
I was gonna say people she shouldn't beat, but Mackenzie Dern and like Lauren Murphy. She did beat Lemos though. Lemos is good. A lot of red on here though. What do we think?
Jessica
I think I'm
Andrade
gonna go
by decision.
honestly, I was gonna like off the cusp. I was gonna say Andrade, but part of me thinks Marina's she's kind of crispy.
She's good on the feet.
She definitely doesn't have the power that
No.
Andrade has. So
I got Jessica Andrade by decision all day. Confident locking in.
I mean, 7 of her 17 wins knockout, which is a decent amount for females.
I kind of want to go. I'm gonna go.
We don't have all day here.
This is my money we're talking about. I'm going with Marina.
Minus 110 aside. It's literally open that way, stayed that way.
Pick 'em.
Yeah.
I'm going with Marina. Marina's it.
I think I'm gonna go Marina decision.
Weirdos.
Yeah, definitely Marina.
Marina's gonna be way obviously taller, but longer reach too, like a lot. And
But
they got a big
Jessica,
cage.
she makes it dirty, dude.
Yeah.
She gets up in there and takes her little fucking mighty fucking T-Rex arms.
and also
Little mighty.
every one of Jessica Andrade's fights is fighting a taller, lankier girl.
That's true.
So
She is
I don't
a
think
tiny-
that matters.
tiny
She's
little
like a
lady.
Michael Chandler in that regard.
I'm not confident, but I am gonna go Marina here. Tapology 72% Andrade, 62% KO TKO. Wow,
That's a high percentage.
yeah. Marina's been knocked out 1 time.
This is going decision, folks.
It's against Lemos.
Yeah. Anything else there?
Now,
No.
These chicks are like actually good
I
fighters.
know,
like,
but out of UFC 300, one of the worst fights in the card. Next.
I'd argue Bo Nickel is worse.
No.
This one's
Why is this on the earlies?
it sucks.
God.
I don't know.
I
Because they're just young.
I like 'em
younger.
both.
was gonna say I like both these guys a
I
lot.
do too.
Jalen Turner versus Renato Moicano. Jalen the Tarantula Turner, 14-7, salty record, but fought a lot of tough dudes. Coming off of a win over
Killing
Bobby
massacre of Bobby Green.
He's fighting on this card, right?
That was Bobby Miller, I think you're thinking of.
Whoa. You're right.
Fighting out of California, 28 years old, 6 feet 3 inches tall. Renato Money Moicano. Got a YouTube channel that's popping off right now.
Moicano wants money.
Coming off 2 wins in a row, fighting out of Brazil. Well, fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, from Brazil. 34 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall. Striker versus grappler. But Moicano is not.
will stand
He's a
and bang.
high-
He's not. He
He's also
will.
a high level.
He's not like a Gamrot wrestler.
No.
But he can. He's a good grappler though.
Yes.
If Gamrot was on 300,
That would be awesome.
I wouldn't watch it.
You wouldn't watch the whole card. You just stay
The whole
home.
card, I'd just go home.
Just
I want a
naked.
Jalen Gamrot rematch on 300.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's what that should have happened.
That'd be cool.
So Jalen, this fight really, I don't know. Like, remember when Fiziev fought Moicano and just knocked the shit out of him, pieced him up on the feet, knocked the shit out of him? I think that's what we're gonna see again.
I could see it too. But sometimes Moicano like shows up.
Yeah, he really
And
does.
he all of a sudden looks like a world beater.
Yeah.
This one is tough for me. This one is not an easy pick.
I just feel like, his last 2 wins, Riddell, Drew Dober, guys that are like really similar to each other. In fact, we saw them fight each other.
Yeah.
And Jalen's just different than those guys.
He is. And, you got to discredit the Chase Hooper win because everyone beats that guy. So,
yeah, it's a grappling match, but yeah. Yeah, Jalen, there's just no load up on anything, and he still cracks, and he's fucking huge. Like, he's perfect. He's
great.
He's a perfect fighter.
It's fantastic. Fuck Gamrot. Shouldn't have beat you, Jalen.
Yeah, Jalen on the regional scene, I don't know these first 3, but he lost his UFC debut up a weight class at 170, lost to Luque, his debut.
Yeah.
And then for Vola.
What year was that? 2018?
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, Luque is still Luque at that time.
Yeah. And it was, short notice.
Short notice.
Tough
hey,
one.
that's all right.
But then, like, this run, not big names, but this is where he really started to, figure the fuck out.
He's making, and then he fought the fuck that likes to just...
Oh,
he shouldn't have lost that fight. Fuck him. I had him winning. Fuck Gamrot.
Talking about the Gamrot fight?
No.
Oh.
I'm just saying, I know he really turned it on with those 4 guys, but
I also had him beating Dan Hooker.
Three of them.
And I love Dan Hooker, but Dan Hooker's a psychopath for wearing that head kick the way he did. It broke his jaw
and his arm.
His arm.
Dan Hooker would fight John Jones. He's a
psychopath.
Psycho.
But I had Jalin winning that fight.
I'm getting like Mark Hunt vibes from Dan Hooker.
Yeah, he's
honestly,
just one of those guys that just you don't have to shoot him.
Fucking weirdo.
You don't have to shoot him.
Well, I'm talking like mental state.
Yeah, if he can't beat you to death, he will sue you.
Yeah, maybe. He says some crazy stuff on Twitter now too. But
yeah, he's wild.
Odds minus 225. Jalen Turner.
Yeah,
it's come down a little bit, but not much. Plus 190 Moicano. Topology 77% Jalen Turner, 80% knockout. I think he's gonna knock shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got Turner by TKO.
Yeah. That's how I see it going too.
And this is another one. I wish they weren't fighting each other because I've become a big Moicano fan.
Oh yeah, dude, he's hilarious.
And look, I'm not counting Moicano out either. I think he could possibly get it done, but I'm not going to put my money on it.
If he gets it done, he's going to grapple and he's going to try and sub him and either get it.
Basically,
if
Moicano wins this fight, it's going to be an upsetting, boring fight in the fans' eyes.
Yep. He kind of the Drew Dober one. He wasn't. Right. He was kind of getting touched on the feet, and then he made it boring and won. Jalen Turner, 75% takedown D.
Moicano's going to have a tougher time taking Jalen down. Jalen's long, lanky,
big cage.
Yeah, big cage.
Yeah. Anything else there?
Fuck Gamrot.
Next.
No one would ever know unless you reminded them that you hate Gamrot. All right, another guy that I know some people in this room love. Sodiq Yusuff versus Diego Lopes.
This is a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or I'm saying tough in the fact for Lopes.
Yeah.
I think this is his toughest fight yet.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Super Sodiq Yusuff, 13-3, coming off of a loss to Edson Barboza, 5 rounds, decision. Fighting out of Maryland, originally from Nigeria, 30 years old, 5 feet 9 inches tall. Diego Lopes, 23-6, coming off of 2 wins in a row. Fighting out of Brazil, 29 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall. Yeah, this is like, I feel like Yusuff's a guy that, like, he's a top 15 guy, and, like, nobody really knows him. And
he's a stud. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
But even, like, his skill set is, like, there's not, like, one defined thing that he's, like, really good at. Yeah. Like, he's a good striker. I think that's probably what he's best at, but it's, like, he's not.
And
he's not like
he stands out in that regard because he's a Nigerian who isn't like a master of one specific thing, like an Izzy or
or
yeah,
Francis, who only has
Francis
heavy
is French,
hands.
dude. What are you talking about?
All right,
He's French.
Francis.
Duh, French's.
I mean, yeah, I'm trying to remember this Sodiq Barboza fight. I think I picked Sodiq, but Sodiq is like, he's just a little too Muay Thai. Like, he's a little too flat-footed, too stationary.
I like Sodiq. I think he's a tough bastard, but that's the reason what you say is Muay Thai. I think he's going to get subbed.
Yeah, I mean, can Lopez hang on the feet with Sodiq?
I think he can.
Lopez
is I think he's a little underrated on the feet.
I would agree with that.
On the ground, that kid's psychopath.
Yeah.
That's why I think he's going to sub him.
62% takedown D for Sodiq. But I'm looking through these names. Really hasn't fought guys that would really scare you with the wrestling. I mean, literally Edson, Bruce Leroy, Arnold Allen, Andre Fili.
He did beat Andre when Andre was 10-1, or he's 10-1, and then he beat Andre. Is that how that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Andre was 20-6. But
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think. I just think Lopez is, like, the pace is going to be too high for Sodiq here. Like, Sodiq wants to be at a slow, like, trade punches pace, and I think Diego's just going to put it on him.
I agree. I've got Emo Lopez.
Yeah.
Tonight will be the night that I will fall for you.
So Sadiq's the ranked guy here. He's ranked 13. Diego's not ranked, but Diego's the favorite.
Yeah. No, it's because
Minus
Diego's on his way the fuck up. Like,
yeah.
He's moving up.
But
he's why he's in the UFC 300.
He's minus 135, but he opened at minus 170. So he kind of, people have been putting a little bit of money on Sodiq, actually.
Oh yeah, well, because people, like you said, I think Sodiq kind of gets forgotten about a little bit.
Yeah,
the kid can bang.
Yeah,
but I think he's getting subbed.
He just kind of got. I mean, he just got, like, Edson's like the veteran version of him, kind of, and he just kind of got like the.
You got Diego by sub. Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I kind of like that too, actually.
I like that too. I could see him kind of hurting him and then just pulling something slick in a little bit.
Tapology 79% Lopez, 57% sub.
Oh, okay. Well,
so it's the rest of the world.
I like that.
That kind of makes me want to switch it to like a decision.
Fuck off.
I know, kind of same.
No,
I'm not switching picks, but
no,
he's gonna sub him.
I got Diego by decision. I am gonna be that guy.
He subs him. He's gonna be in the second round.
I'm gonna go sub.
Decision.
Anything else there?
No, sir.
All right, the biggest one of them all. Biceps wise. Yeah. Holly Holm versus Kayla Harrison. Holly, the preacher's daughter, Holm, 15-6, coming off of a loss, but officially a no contest because Myra had his ADD or something.
Standing ninja choke. Okay.
Fighting out of Albuquerque, 42 years old, 5 feet 8 inches tall.
Every bit of 42, huh?
Yeah, she looks it. Kayla Harrison.
Yeah, she does.
I mean, I think she's beautiful, man.
16-1, coming off a win over Aspen Lab. That's actually a decent name. Fighting out of Florida, 33 years old, 5 feet 8 inches tall. Big cage is going to be a huge factor here, I think.
It helps.
Holly is going to be moving around. She's going to be in.
Hey.
But Kayla's going to be like a goddamn
bull.
Yeah.
Get over here.
Like Fran Delostovich
Delvitsky.
Or the beaver tranquilizer girl. That's probably a better one.
God damn it, Bernice.
Yeah, Kayla Harrison's going to win this one.
You think so?
Yep.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I hate to say it,
I love
too,
Holly,
because
you know.
I do. I've always loved Holly. I've never once not been a fan of her.
You had some great wins 9 years ago. Good for you.
Oh, stop it. Stop.
How many years ago was
She's been robbed out of wins at least twice in her career. So
yeah, the Vieira one was a tough one.
Yeah, it was dog shit. She won that fight. Stop it. She won that fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying no, but I mean, the last big thing she did was Ronda.
You're not saying no, but you literally said yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying no. She didn't get fucked out of the Vieira fight.
Yeah.
But I mean, also we're talking about female fights. I know,
but Vieira,
not a lot of big things happen.
The thing about the Vieira fight is Vieira's a big, like, physical chick, and I don't think you get a more big physical chick than Kayla Harrison.
Oh, yeah.
Gabby Garcia.
Well, in this weight class.
That one's not on all the roids.
But here's the thing. I'm pretty sure Kayla Harrison hasn't fought at 135. Her last fight was a catchweight at 150.
It's all right.
So this cut could be really fucking tough for her. This is the first time getting down there.
She fought and did that stuff at judo in the Olympics.
135?
Yep.
Is that real?
Yeah. Just don't look it up.
Judo. 172. 172. 170. Holy shit. She weighed 172 fucking pounds.
Gigantic woman.
Holy fuck. Huge bitch.
Yeah, she's a big uns.
She.
I mean, most of it's in her neck.
Oh yeah, in her.
She's
this
jacked.
area.
She's
Her
jacked as
Adam's
shit.
apple's pretty heavy.
I think it's just too physical, too much.
Yeah.
And look, if you would ask me this maybe 6 years ago, I think it'd have been a lot closer.
Yeah.
But Holly's 43.
Well, you also got to
almost.
think too. Holly has been here before, been an underdog. You know, like
she
against
almost-
Ronda, and
yeah.
she kicked her
I'd
fucking
say
face
most
off.
of her fights she's somehow been an underdog, in which I never agreed with.
Minus,
I love Holly. I want her to win. My heart is definitely with Holly, but I would not bet on it.
minus 470 Kayla Harrison.
That's heavy.
Yeah, see, I mean, that's also a little too
Plus
heavy,
370.
Huh? You're kind of shitting on her a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of shitting on Holly a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes you got to
But
shit on the
She was
preacher's
champ,
daughter.
you know, and she is a vet, and she is going to be a Hall of Fame.
The Kayla opened minus 375 and people still bet on her. That's kind of crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, well,
She's got a lot of hype behind her. I will say that.
Tapology, 84% Kayla Harrison.
can we call this a gender-neutral fight?
I've got Kayla probably more than likely by decision.
I'm going to go TKO ground and pound.
No.
Damn. All right.
No, I think Holly's tougher and quicker than that and smarter than that. I got decision Harrison.
Okay. Anything else there?
Nah.
All right. Next up, Calvin Kattar versus Aljamain Sterling. Calvin, the Boston finisher Kattar. I've never heard of him having a nickname.
There's a new one.
23-7, technically coming off of 2 losses in a row. He blew his shit out against Arnold Allen in the first round. And by shit, I mean knee, if you don't know. Fighting out of Boston area. 36 years old, 5'11" inches tall. Aljamain, the Funk Master Sterling, 23-4, coming off of obviously a knockout loss to
Devastating knockout.
Chad's
loss.
favorite fighter.
And man, was it great.
Fighting out of New York, 34 years old, 5'7" inches tall. Is the UFC do they see this as a fight that Aljo should be able to win pretty easily?
Probably.
I think for his first fight moving up, they probably look at it.
To be honest with you, I don't agree with this fight being in the UFC 300 card.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think they could have done something better.
Is that your bias?
I love Calvin Kattar.
You hate Aljo
I'm
though.
a big Calvin Kattar fan. No, I just don't I don't know. This just kind of seems like, hey, it's time for these guys to fight. Don't want to fuck these guys over. Guess we got to throw them in, kind of thing. I don't think it's like a crowd hype fight by any means.
I'm excited about this one. I mean, just because there's a lot of unknowns. Like, obviously, this Aljo's first fight up a weight class. This is very similar to Fig. Like, he wasn't Font like 8 when Fig fought him.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of similar to that whole situation. I think if Kattar beats Aljo, that doesn't really. I mean, yeah, he's got a former champ, but it doesn't do a ton for the resume. I don't think.
For Kattar's?
Not for the resume, but for the
The rankings.
and or the UFC wanting to move him up a lot. Aljo puts his chin in danger a lot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and Kattar is a phenomenal boxer and can find your chin a lot.
Yeah. And Aljo, I want to say his takedown percentage, I think we've talked about this before, is really horrible. Like, he gets very few of his takedowns. 24%.
Yeah, but he's a guy of attrition. You
Yeah.
know, just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah, like against Cejudo, it wasn't the first takedown that he was worried about. It was chaining them
And
together.
normally that would be a deciding factor, but Kattar went 5 rounds of getting his ass completely beat by Max Holloway, so he's got more of attrition. In this
Kattar's
side.
got 91% takedown defense.
You know,
Yeah, he wants to keep it standing.
the thing, I don't know if it's controversial or not. Seth's going to hate it, but I think Aljo can actually hang on the feet with Kattar. Like, I think it would be pretty close on the feet.
Wild for you to say. You have a Calvin Kattar hat. You know, guy, I know that has that.
I love Calvin, but Calvin also is he's a good striker, but he's also hittable. Like, he gets hit a lot, obviously,
For
Max, but I mean, not even just Max.
That doesn't even count, the Max one.
And Aljo, a lot of his wins aren't like on the come up, or a lot of striking matches where he would just like kick your legs and like keep you like at range and not get hit. So I don't know where to go with this.
I know who I want to win.
Yeah, same.
But it's tough.
I know who you're picking probably. But.
Look, man, I'll try to put all bias aside. I am really, really, really scared of choosing Calvin for plenty of reasons that are pretty obvious, but I still think he can get it done because I don't believe in Aljamain enough.
If Kattar loses, he's gonna take like very little damage, and it's probably gonna be pretty close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If
I got Kattar by
if
decision.
Calvin wins, I do think he could knock him out.
Oh yeah, no,
I do
that's why I think
TKO.
part of me is wanting to take like off the cusp, just off the rip. I want Kattar to knock Aljo out.
Oh, I want him to for sure.
Yeah,
I was almost,
and I think
almost
it could
unfriended
happen.
you if you said anything different.
But then the smarter side of me, smarter side.
How much of that side?
Yeah, no, not a whole lot. Says Aljo's gonna get him in
minus 140 Aljo. I am a little surprised by that. I think
it's gone up and down.
Yeah, well, it started minus 105, so it's people are betting on him.
Everybody thought that Aljo was going to wrestle fuck and somehow dominate O'Malley.
Yeah,
and we saw how that went.
Yeah,
and coming back from that,
is
that supposed to benefit you in any way?
No. I mean, you don't get any better from that, really.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I guess maybe he's like, hey, I need to clean up my stepping through into like a right hook where my chin's like this or something.
But that's also a very specific defense for a specific fighter in Sean O'Malley, which he didn't see somehow, but I don't think you're getting the same out of Calvin.
I definitely like, especially after the Cheeto fight too with Sean, it's like, it's hard to like, for me to really fault Aljo for getting knocked out by Sean. First round, like say he got through the first round, I think he's still getting knocked out at some point by Sean. Like it's just a matter of time. So it's like I weighted that pretty high until the Cheeto fight, and now I think I weight that loss for Aljo a lot lower.
Right.
For my
why does my brain saying Aljo lost in the second round?
Maybe it was second round.
I thought it was second. You mean against O'Malley?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was second, right?
Yeah, round two.
Yeah. Either way,
yeah.
The point is that like
the point of what you're saying, I get it. Yeah.
Didn't matter when it was going to happen. I think it was going to happen regardless. And I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is that like I don't think like very much different about Aljo's skills because he got knocked out by Sean. Like I'm not like, oh, he's a fraud.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
No.
I don't either. Like as a guy who he's my least favorite fighter in the UFC. Definitely, like I mean, top two for sure.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna be ignorant to.
He's done 3 grappling matches since then,
which is interesting.
That is, yeah, it's weird.
And that one that shows that he lost, he bitched about so badly.
I mean, are those money grabs because the UFC isn't giving him what he wants or what he needs in his career in that time from the loss of O'Malley?
Could be.
I will say after his last grappling match to where he lost, who was that against?
Well, second to last one he lost. Kevin Dantzler.
So it was that guy? Okay, I watched that and he was pissed at the end of it.
Yeah.
And then after that, somebody interviewed him and asked if he would ever go and do a competitive wrestling match. And he said, most definitely. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah. I think even when Aljo is finished with the UFC, he will not be finished competitively.
No. I think...
And people will still continue to not like him.
I just don't picture a world where he can just take Calvin down at will.
Right.
And really, like, Aljo, I feel like what he's relied on a lot in his career is, like, his conditioning. But it's only 3 rounds.
Right.
And I feel like I say this every time, but if Aljo just puts the wrestling on these guys early and starts to tire them out, then he maybe takes over late, but he just doesn't seem to ever really do that.
Yeah.
And I think that might be...
That's why I'm going with Cater.
Yeah, I got Cater. Cater by decision.
I'm going Cater's knocking him out.
That's what I'm hoping for. But I also don't have that much faith in Cater knocking him out either.
I say fuck it.
Tapology, 75% Aljo, 72% decision. I think I'm also going to go Cater.
Love that. I knew you guys are my friends somehow.
I mean, it's really not biased. I just think Aljo is, like, there to be hit a lot.
Yeah.
That's the
There's no
reason why I'm
thinking.
going.
He is. He is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not putting money on this. That's for sure.
No. I want, what I really want to happen is, like, replica of the Jeremy Stevens elbow from Cater, where he just stepped in and just split his face in half.
Yeah, that's pretty
knocked
awesome.
him out.
Love that.
And Jeremy, like, fell on his leg, fucking Mirko Krokop style.
Total weirdo.
Anything else there?
No.
Next.
I feel like that's one of the ones I'm the most interested in here.
No, I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in this one. But
Definitely more interested in this one.
This one.
so this is the last prelim here. This is the last fight before the main card. Jiri Prochazka versus Aleksander Rakic. Jiri BJP Prochazka. Didn't know he had a nickname either. 29-4-1, coming off of a loss to Alex Pereira. Early stoppage.
Early stoppage.
Fighting out of Czech Republic, 31 years old, 6 feet 3 inches tall. Alexander Rocket Rakic, 14-3, coming off of a loss to Jan a year and 10 months ago.
That's because they kicked the shit out of each other's legs.
Yeah.
Did they do that in that fight too? Oh, leg injury.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought that one was the draw.
That was the one to where Jan was
You're
like...
talking about Ankalaev.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I fucked up. Sorry.
What were you going to say?
That wasn't the one where Jan was like, oh, he won.
No, that was Ankalaev.
Yeah, Ankalaev.
But this is leg injury. I don't specifically remember this, but leg injury,
I don't remember that either.
loss. Fighting out of Austria, originally from Serbia, 32 years old, 6 feet 4 inches tall.
Hey, man, you've been to Vienna, dude.
No, I haven't been to Vienna. I've been to Austria, but not Vienna.
Never mind.
But Rakic is, like, I feel like one of the most well-rounded, good at everything light heavyweights there is.
That's why I picked him to be champ.
And it's such a, and I feel like I did too, but I feel like Jiri's, like, he is well-rounded, but it's like opposite ends of the spectrum where Rakic does everything, like, by the books, the right way.
Yuri's crazy.
Jiri just does everything the wrong way.
He takes chances.
Yeah.
And takes risks, and they usually almost always pay off. He's a fucking psycho and a monk.
So his last fight was how long ago? 4 months? Is that enough time after getting knocked out?
Yes.
I mean, it wasn't a flush knockout, but he was definitely hurt.
I think it's.
Let him go out on his fucking shield.
Yeah, I think it's enough for a guy like Jiri.
Also, I mean, he had the big layoff. I mean, a year and 9 months to 4 months.
Yeah, I mean,
that was the difference in the last two.
He's been itching to get back in there, you know.
What I'm worried about, because I'm a big Rakic fan and I picked him to be the champion of the year, is like Jiri got in there once after the long layoff, and now he's kind of back in the groove.
No ring rust. Ring rust won't be a fucking thing. For
and
this
now he's going to bring it. And
exactly.
Rakic is coming off the year and 10 month layoff.
Exactly. That's my whole point. That's the big reason for why I think Jiri's got this in the bag. Among others.
Going Rakic, I ain't swaying. I ain't swaying.
I think skill for skill, I think Rakic is better, but
really,
yeah, Rakic hit the layoff. People have forgot about him, but I mean, he's good. I mean, he can do it all. He wrestles, he head kicks people, but he's just been fucking inactive, and it sucks.
I don't know. I got Jiri because I'm a big fan, but I also think that he's just a psycho.
Rakic is the favorite.
Minus 130, Alex Rakic.
Put all your money on Jiri, people.
That really surprised me, actually.
Wow. I mean, come on. Like, if you guys had to bet to make money, if gun to your head, like, I need to make money on this bet.
Well, this price here, I'm obviously going Jiri.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you throw that on Jiri
all day.
I was expecting Rakic to be the dog, and then I would
So was I.
take a shot on him.
You
maybe.
know, either one wins, I'll be happy. Like, I'm not gonna. I don't.
I like
hate
both guys,
Either
but
ones, I like them both.
I'm a bigger fan of Yuri.
it kind of like, do they give Jiri another title shot if he wins? Like right after,
I don't know.
If Pereira beats, obviously
Oh, if Pereira beats Jamahal,
Jamahal. Well, either way, I guess.
I
but
think it's dependent on how Yuri beats him. I think if he does a crazy spinning elbow and knocks him the fuck out or something like that and wins in insane, spectacular fashion, then yeah, they could. Like I could see him doing it, and it wouldn't. You know.
I think if
blow
Jamahal
my hair
wins,
they definitely throw
and Jiri, or either Rakic or Jiri,
Yeah, they're good.
But if Alex wins and then Jiri wins, do they run that back immediately?
Who else are going to throw at him?
I don't know who else is up there. This is a different conversation that we probably shouldn't go on a tangent about, but we don't have all day here. Ankalaev, I guess, would be the only one.
Ankalaev, yeah.
I got Yuri over Ankalaev.
So, like, if I think if Jiri wins, and that gives Ankalaev kind of a clear path to Pereira, probably.
Yeah.
Because they just fought. But that's besides the point.
It's interesting division right now.
I bet, although Rakic is a favorite, I kind of bet Yuri's the Tapology favorite here.
Oh,
Yeah, holy shit.
a lot.
Fuck.
78%.
Oh, damn. That's because everybody forgot who Rakic is.
Yeah, well,
That's because he's been an almost 2-year layoff.
Yeah.
I know.
Everybody forgot.
I know,
about
but people didn't forget about 2 years being off because look at Yuri almost had 2 years off and he lost.
Yeah, I mean he lost, but still.
And everybody was looking at Yuri like, oh my god, who's going to beat this fucking guy before that huge?
I mean, Pereira
layoff?
had to be the favorite in that fight, right?
Yeah, he was the favorite.
Yeah.
I still got Yuri, man. I still got Yuri for sure, and I got him by a TKO.
I'm so torn because I really could see Rakic like wrestling a lot and really fucking making it boring, but getting it done.
You think that his wrestling is going to neutralize any of Yuri's tools? You don't think Yuri can get it done just because he's being wrestled against a fence?
I mean, Yuri's not going to sub him from his back. I know that.
No, I think
68% takedown for Jiri in the UFC.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, 90% Rakic. So don't even fucking try Jiri.
Yuri's not going to take him down.
Yeah. Unless he gets clipped, head kicked on the feet.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. What you want to bet on this one?
I'm gonna go Rakic.
You want to bet on this one, Johnny?
I'm so 50-50.
We have to bet
I am gonna lean.
I'll bet on this one. I'll bet Yuri. I'll bet somebody.
You too.
Hold on, let me look at our bets.
I'm so 50-50 on this one that the deciding factor is gonna be my bias, so I'm going Rakic.
Hey, speaking of our bets,
who owes me money?
Dylan owes John $10 for the Pete Campbell fight.
Right? Yeah.
What an idiot!
And Dylan owes me $10 for the Chepe Charrier fight.
Okay, good luck. Good luck getting paid, you guys.
Yeah.
Good luck getting paid. It's going to be a long time.
Both the bets he made on this
And then
card.
you guys made a bet already on this card for Bobby and Jim. Or sorry, you and Dylan. Not you guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's earlier.
Okay, so
You guys do Rakic and Jiri.
$10.
I'll do Rakic for $10.
I'm going Rakic.
Give it to me, pussy.
Wrestle fuck Rakic is what I'm going with. Decision.
You're an idiot.
What'd you say? Wrestlefuck by decision?
He's not betting.
I know. I'm saying that's what you think
what I'm
will
going
happen.
with. What are you going Jiri? What?
TKO, but Yuri win is the bet.
Well, I know, but I'm saying for the
Yeah,
sake of it.
TKO. TKO.
I'm gonna go Rakic late TKO.
Okay, I like that. It's not official yet, Chad.
Sorry.
Holy fuck!
Official now. I put it in the notes.
First day on the job here.
Jesus.
All right. Anything else there?
No, that'll be fun. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah, I'm really
This
excited
one
about
is
that.
the one that throws me
the biggest
the fuck
fight on
off.
the card, main card opener. If you hadn't bought the pay-per-view yet, this will get you on board here.
Yeah, just
I love that he's in a singlet.
Just wait till you see the odds on this one.
Oh, I'm just, what,
no,
98?
it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, we don't need to spend a lot of time on this one.
Bo Nickal versus Cody Brundage. Bo Nickal 5-0. Fighting out of Pennsylvania, 28 years old, 6 feet 1 inches tall.
I said 98.
Cody Brundage, 10-5, coming off 2 wins in a row, but one was an illegal elbow to the back of the head, disqualification win, and one he slammed a guy who was 9-5 on his head.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and call that 5.
Fighting out of Inglewood, Colorado, 29 years old, 6 feet tall. Odds, I mean, we all know it's well. Okay, what method here? Because obviously we were talking about this earlier. Obviously, Bo's the wrestler, but I kind of think he likes throwing them hands.
He's going to get comfortable. That would be the thing not to do.
Yeah.
Because Cody Brundage has got power.
Yeah.
I think Cody is going to somehow underestimate his stand up a little bit. He's going to be a little cocky in there and just be worried about takedowns. He's going to get clipped just like Khabib did against Conor, and he's going to get taken down. He's going to get TKO'd by Bo Nickal. That's my prediction.
Cody Brundage comes from wrestling background, but a few of these fights,
Also, William Knight.
He's been put on his back in some of these fights.
Yeah, and he doesn't like being put on his back.
No.
And that's the worst guy you can fight. To not like being put on your back.
Bo Nickal's smart. He's going to take Cody Brundage down and drag him to hell.
Yeah.
And beat the shit out of him.
I think he's just going to sling him around, and it's not going to be a fun night at all.
If Bo Nickal is stupid, he would just stand and trade with Cody because that's just that chance. Cody's got power, and you're Bo Nickal. You're not an esteemed
grappler.
Striker.
I hope that like UFC 300 on the main card, he goes out there and strikes with this guy and also knocks the shit out of him, and it looks really clean.
Bo?
Yeah,
same.
That'd be sick.
Oh, it'd be sick if he did it, but I just don't see it happening.
I think it could.
I think Bo wins, but he's gonna wrestle fuck him to death. He's gonna beat the shit out of him. TKO wrestling.
I think a guy like Bo is so confident with his wrestling game that he's only going to use it when he absolutely needs it, and he's going to do his best to prove himself as an all-around full fighter. So I think I think this is going to be a hell of a fight. I think it's going to be fun, but ultimately Bo is going to do what he wants with him when it's not going Bo's way on the feet.
The odds are crazy. Minus 2,500. Bo Nickal, and it opened to minus 1,400, and it got bet up to minus 2,500.
The hype they have on Bo Nickal right now is unprecedented.
Who the fuck is putting enough money on minus 1,400 to move the line that far?
Vegas Dave.
That's crazy.
It's nuts.
Plus 1,200 Brundage.
You feeling ballsy? Throw some money on Brundage.
I mean, fuck. Remember Macy Barber versus Roxanne?
Yeah.
I think it was something, maybe not that high, but it was something crazy, and Macy Barber blew her fucking knee out, and Roxanne won.
Well, that's the beauty of fighting. That's the beauty of fighting. Anything can happen.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
But I mean, do you want to
Bo
bet?
Nickal should win this fight if he does what he does.
He's gonna win this fight because the UFC wants him to win his fight, and they see something.
The main topic is it shouldn't be on the main card.
No,
for 300.
That should be the first fight of the night.
It should be the first fight of the night, and
fucking Jiri and Rakic main card.
Yeah, but 100%. I understand that the first fight in the main card usually isn't the better fight. The second fight is,
and they want to. The prelim is free, so they want to sell.
They want
it
to be. So I understand that, but throw any of it like a Jalin Turner. That one could be up there on the main card. Put that one as the first fight.
Oh, he's their next.
Or the fake Cody could have been the first fight.
He's their next grab, man.
I understand that, but it's just.
I agree.
I think they should have done Bobby Green and Jim Miller a solid and put them on the main card.
That'd have been cool, but I'm not all about that.
I agree with that because of Jim Miller.
It doesn't change their pay or anything.
No, I understand.
I mean,
Jim's fought on all
like
three
Jim
of
Miller
them.
should be on the.
Yeah, he's fought on 100, 200, and now 300.
Right.
So he needs to be on the main card.
Like, no, second fight of the night. Sorry.
Which he might be the only fighter in history who will ever hit 100 card 3 times. I mean, think about that. Think about that. Think about what it takes to stay in a career that long to hit 100 cards.
The counterpoint is that they're doing events more often. Faster now. But
that's true, but still, man. Still. That's insane.
That is crazy.
For somebody
and,
to not
and not only
retire.
to last that long, but for the UFC to want to put you on
exactly.
the big card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything has to play out right because Jim Miller could still be in the UFC right now, but like could just be barely
He
hanging
could have fought
on.
tonight.
Yeah, he could have been barely hanging on this whole time.
Yeah.
Win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. But he's a vet, so we'll keep him around like cowboy kind of thing.
Mm-mm.
But he's been dominating.
His
Yeah,
guys fought are not good. He fought one guy with a day notice.
Yeah, he killed him.
Literally, kid's probably still asleep.
That's true. But
I don't even remember that guy's name, but 97% Bo Nickel.
Yeah.
64% sub.
I don't see. I don't see it by sub.
Dude, his debut, he was working for a sub for an entire round, and his technique was so shitty he couldn't even get close to locking
Jamie
it in.
fucking Pickett.
Yeah. It's just gonna be a.
I think his jiu-jitsu's got a long way
He's
to go.
either gonna wrestle fuck him TKO or it's gonna be a decision.
I think his jiu-jitsu is a bigger weak link in his game than his striking is.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd probably agree with that, but
He's dude. I mean, like from what we've seen and what we know, his jiu-jitsu technique has not been that smooth, man. It's been kind of.
But the thing is, his jiu-jitsu is carried by his wrestling.
I would say he's playing by different rules a little bit.
I know for sure, but
He's able to hold off the shitty jiu-jitsu because his wrestling is so good.
Yeah.
That's why I think his stand-up. Now he's gotten better and shown better hands, but Brundage just can knock people the fuck out.
Yeah.
he's got a 3% chance.
He's got five of his 10 wins knockout. It's 2 in the UFC actually, but I'm going Bo Nickel ground and pound.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I kind
that's what I'm.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say he's gonna drop him on the feet and then ground and pound.
That's what I do. That's what I said.
I'm going super specific to make it more likely that I'm wrong.
Yeah, mine's gonna be he's gonna wrestle fuck him TKO.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anything else?
No, sir.
Oh, this is a huge one.
This one. Oh fuck.
I mean, this is a title eliminator, except for Dustin's going to fight for the title first. But Charles Oliveira versus Arman Tsarukyan.
These guys are getting fucked.
Yeah. Charles Dubronx Oliveira, 34-9. Sorry, Seth. Coming off a win over Beneil Dariush.
That was fluke.
Oh.
Fluky fight.
Fluke.
Fighting out of Brazil, 34 years old, 5 feet 10 inches tall. Arman, holy shit, help me out, Chad.
Allah Khalels or
There's like a slash in that.
It's probably like the dog.
Yeah, something like
Tsarukyan.
that.
21-3, coming off of 3 wins in a row. Yeah, he lost a decision.
His last fight is also knocking out Dariush, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah,
he did it after Charles, so it means less.
And he
Yeah.
lost the fucking stupid Gamrot.
Yeah,
Fuck
but
me.
I'm pretty sure this was like pretty controversial at the time.
Yeah.
I don't like either of these guys. Next.
Um,
Fighting out of Armenia, well, fighting out of Russia from Armenia. What was that? 27 years old, 5 feet 7 inches tall. You don't like either of these guys?
Nah, they're fine.
I like them both.
I like Tsarukyan more.
I'm a
Dang,
huge.
that's great. I love Charles.
I was gonna say I've become a huge Charles
but
dick.
nah,
Right?
I
he's
think
a
I
nerd.
did pick Tsarukyan to be my champ.
That's probably right.
I think I'm pretty sure I did, and that's why I think he's going to beat Charles.
The
Other than that, it hurts me because I think I love Charles. I love his story.
Well,
he's
just
great.
another broke Brazilian who made champ.
No, I think he's great.
But he
the
also
same
was like
story.
terrible in the UFC, or not terrible, but he
Yeah,
was
he
like
quit.
up and down,
he got
and then he
subbed,
all of a sudden
he
he
would quit.
can't lose.
And it's a redemption. Then now
Yeah,
he's on a tear.
No, I think he was on a tear. I think this is the decline. I think this is where his tear ends.
This is definitely a big, big, big fight.
The thing here is like, well, first of all, I think what I like about Charles is that I feel like his striking is like honestly some of the cleanest in the UFC. Like when he really gets the striking going,
Yeah, well, it's like you said before, when he like believes in his hands,
he just
he's so
kills guys.
crispy, dude, and that's what we saw with Dariush.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he fucking wiped the floor with Dariush.
Yeah.
And, people just, you don't see that with Dariush. Obviously, Dariush is on his decline, but
I feel like, and the thing here is like it's kind of similar with Arman, at least in the sense that Arman's striking has really improved a lot.
Oh yeah.
What I'm worried about here, it's a simple math problem for me here. They're both pretty good strikers, if not really good strikers. And Charles is a good jiu-jitsu guy, but Dariush is better at wrestling.
Tsarukyan.
Or yeah, Tsarukyan's better
Well, you're right.
at wrestling.
Yes.
You're right.
And just take the faces and the names away. I'm taking the guy that's better at wrestling than the guy that's better at jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I agree.
And I hate to say that because I love Charles.
That's what sucks. I love Charles too.
Wrestling is the best foundation for fighting out of any.
And he doesn't just wrestle, like he just like flings these motherfuckers all over the place.
He's bodied the fuck up.
Yeah.
Strong as shit. Got power. The wrestling's great, but Charles, don't count him out, people, because we love Charles. That fucker will pull shit out of his ass.
I wish it was 5 rounds.
Yeah, that would benefit, I think. But Tsarukyan makes me believe that he can be champ. The way he fought Islam, fuck Garbrandt, but just
you could say that he's never fought anybody like Charles. At least he fought Islam, but that was in 2019.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say that. I mean, his last 3 fights, Demetrius Magulov, pretty decent. Joaquin Silva, old guy from Brazil, and then Benil Dariush,
who's been on a decline.
Yeah, like you could definitely make the case that like he's not really seen what Charles is going to bring to him.
Yeah,
but I just think it's just
because this is going to be a high pace fight.
Yeah.
Because Charles pushes the pace, but Arman will fucking stand and bang with you. And Charles gets hit. Like Charles is there to get fucking hit.
Yeah, he gets hit, he gets dropped, and then he subs you somehow.
I just wonder, like, if Charles is ever going to really be able to let go, because I think Arman's going to really be pushing forward a lot and pressuring him, and it's kind of like Dustin Khabib, where he's just like, can't let the hands go, or I'm going to get
taken
down.
And well, what's the predicts?
I'm not hesitantly. What's the word where you don't want to do it but you're going to do it? Reluctantly picking Arman Tsarukyan. He's minus 225, plus 190. Charles. Wow.
Oh, wow.
How is it? I feel like this happens a lot.
That's crazy.
66% Charles on Tapology.
I have Charles by sub. That's my prediction.
Now,
I think if Charles wins, he's going to win by sub.
Yes.
If Charles wins, he's going to catch Tsarukyan in some kind of
Charles has figured out a way, like halfway through his career, to like just know how to win.
Yeah,
and he just sticks to it. And it's just
if Charles does win, it's going to be by sub. If Tsarukyan wins, I think he finishes Oliveira.
What, TKO?
TKO.
Yeah, I don't see that. Yeah, I don't see that happening as much as I see Oliveira choking him out. Oliveira sub, and I like Tsarukyan. I want Tsarukyan to win. I'm saying that like as a betting guy.
That's crazy. You're picking Charles, but you like Tsarukyan better. I'm picking Tsarukyan, but I like Charles better.
This one's going to be insane.
I hope Charles.
It's going to be crazy.
Knocks him out on the feet.
That'd be fucking Charles great. You know, in a fan aspect.
But you like?
I hope he.
You like Oliveira better.
Like as a fan, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Either one of these guys win, I'm happy.
I'll tell you this: if Oliveira knocks him out on the feet, I will be a Charles fan. Finally, I will finally be on a train. How about that?
That'll make you forget about the Dariush one.
Yeah, well, I'll never forget. I can forgive, but never forget.
I'm gonna go Tsarukyan. Probably decision. A lot of wrestling.
You don't sound confident at all.
I think if Tsarukyan consistently keeps taking him down, he's going to finish him TKO.
I think Oliveira's going to sub him faster than people even fucking realize.
For the first time ever, I hope Seth's right here.
If he does that, then I mean, obviously we all love Charles, but fucking. Oh, you don't. I do, and John does. I don't know if Sandfagen's a big Charles fan.
Dylan's kind of indifferent.
Who gives a fuck about Dylan's opinion?
Who?
Fuck him. But no, what I was saying is, if Oliveira say starches him, whether he subs him quick, knocks him out, whatever it is. It's a travesty, I think, that if they give Dustin the title shot.
I think that's like pretty well official.
And we love Dustin, but
this is just the UFC wanting to.
So it is. It's
money.
Because we know. It's because we've been around long enough to know that that's what will end up happening.
Yeah.
This is like what they do. They put the money fight in front of the
the
fight
real
that
fight
makes the most sense.
yeah.
And I love it because I love Dustin, but these guys, the
Normally
winner of
you don't
this
love it.
should get the title shot.
Yeah. Agreed.
Well,
Or Gaethje,
I don't know.
Gaethje's
Honestly.
in there too.
I'm tired of Oliveira
Gaethje-
getting the title shot. to be
Gaethje
honest.
fucking just knocked out Dustin.
Yeah.
And Dustin's getting the title shot.
Yeah.
I want Gaethje to get the title. I want
See,
Gaethje.
it's almost like it's really weird because like Dana's like, I love guys that just say yes to anything and they just step up and fucking fight.
Yeah, no
but then it's like
excuses.
Gaethje and well, not really Max, but like Gaethje and these two, the fact that they accepted a fight is fucking them.
Yes.
They should have waited.
Yeah, they
Well,
should have
not-
been like,
yeah.
give me the
Tsarukyan-
fucking title
Tsarukyan
fight.
But
shouldn't have.
also, it depends on what's more important to them, their legacy, because being on UFC 300 is a huge deal.
It is.
And
that's-
if I were a fighter, I would take the fight, even though I was like, fuck.
And that's probably the only reason Charles took the fight,
Yeah.
because he already was supposed to fight Islam and he
Yeah.
got cut in his
It's
fucking
a
eyebrow.
little bit of a cement for these guys and their legacies just to be on this card.
It's just so ironic that it's like, I love that. Just take a fight on a half-second notice, and then the fact that these guys took the fight is why they're not getting the title shot. Basically, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
it
all
also kind
timing.
of goes to the belief in them in themselves that, whatever happens, and they might be getting fucked out of something, that they're just going to come back and get it anyway,
Yeah,
and still have
for
been
sure.
on the UFC. That's
sure.
That's where I'm thinking their mentality would be at, right? That's where it needs to be at.
Yeah, Oliveira. I mean, he doesn't have a ton of time left. Is the only thing.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, for sure.
But Dustin has less. So
No, Oliveira's one of those guys to where it's just like, I've never actually fully disliked him. I've betted against him most of the time in his career. I've never been like a dick rider, but obviously there's respect there because, I mean, for what he's done, there's a lot of belief there and that he can still get it done. So that's why I've got him.
I mean, the run he had there for the belt, Dustin, Gaethje, like all those guys, just whooping him was crazy.
The thing I like about this fight is there's no bias in me between these two guys because I'm not
This next one,
Tsarukyan and
Oh.
Oliveira, because I like Tsarukyan for sure. I like him. I'm glad he's there. Like, I'll root for him against plenty of guys, but he's not like my guy,
yeah.
and Oliveira is definitely not my guy. But so this one is a full blown who I really think is going to win. This
Tsarukyan's
fight.
got the skill, and he's 27 years old, and he's been in the UFC for like 5+ years now.
Yeah.
Like he's been around a
Tsarukyan's
while.
going to be a champ.
He's been,
All
around, he's been around long enough to be a while, but it's still not that long.
All right, let's move on. Justin
Another
Gaethje,
big-
Max Holloway, the third of the 3 title fights.
Title fight.
Yeah, BMF title. Justin Gaethje, or Justin the highlight Gaethje, 25-4, coming off 2 wins in a row. Head kick Dustin. That was not a great night.
It was crazy.
Fighting out of
That was
Colorado,
wild.
35 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall. Max blessed Holloway, 25-7, coming off 2 wins in a row. Retired Chan Sung Jung. They played Zombie in the crowd. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Is that the name of the song?
Zombie by the
Zombie.
Cranberries.
Okay.
Dolores.
Fighting out of Hawaii, 32 years old, 5 feet 11 inches tall. I feel like everyone's kind of on the same page here. I think, like everyone in the world,
Wants Gaethje to win.
not like who they want to win, but who they think is going to win.
Right.
Like,
I would agree with that because I personally I love both of these guys a lot. I personally have a little bit more nostalgia and a little bit more love in my heart for Max Holloway. I do think Justin's going to win this fight, though. But I don't think it's going to be just some fucking crazy knockout. I think it's going to be a decision. I think that he's just going to get the better of the exchanges and he's going to beat Max. I don't think he's going to knock him out.
this is 5 rounds, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Should be.
that hurts Max, I think.
Does it, though? Max has been in a shitload of 5-round fights. He was champ and defended it many times. He beat Aldo twice in 5 rounds.
I just feel like that gives like more time for Gaethje to like
Figure it out.
hurt him bad.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe.
I said it as
That's
soon
why
as
I'm
they
picking
announce this
Gaethje.
fight, that I think Gaethje's going to be
guy to
the
knock him
first
out?
guy.
I
Well,
mean,
look, I could see that happening too. If there is a guy that is going to be the first to knock out Max in his career from the guys he's fought, it's definitely Justin.
does Max
Gaethje.
does Gaethje like slow down a little bit and Max like take over in like the 4th round? Does that happen?
We all
It's
thought
possible.
we thought back when he fought Calvin Kattar that it was going to be very, very close. And we
I
thought
don't
it was
think
going to
the
be.
Cater. We thought it
I'm
was
not
going to
saying
be
it
better
equates-
than what the ass whooping Max gave
I'm
him.
not
That's
saying
for
I'm
sure.
not saying the Kattar fight equates to this fight. I'm saying people have a tendency to underlook Max, and I'm not one of those guys who underlooks him. That's what I'm saying. They've been underlooking him in his entire career, even when he proved people wrong time.
Oh yeah, I think he definitely has a chance of. Gaethje's been touched. Gaethje's hittable.
Max has got that same kind of Glover thing to him. So everybody was always counting him out, and Glover just kept
But
winning.
The only thing is with Max on this, Max is hittable.
yes.
Well, Glover has been knocked out. Max hasn't.
True. That's why I'm saying, dude, it all catches up to you. One of these days, it's gonna fucking catch up.
But is
to you.
Max old enough, and has he taken enough damage for that Hawaiian chin to say "see ya" just immediately against
And
Justin
that
Gaethje?
whole no sparring thing might be helping him.
He doesn't spar
sure
at
it
all.
is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He
No-
only
no
wrestles.
sparring. Yeah.
Only wrestles does jujitsu.
That's what I'm saying. That's probably a big factor in it. That
And
he's not
Justin
getting wars in
Gaethje-
the gym.
That motherfucker's been sparring his whole life.
I think what it comes down to me, like for this one, is that Gaethje's not going to really have a whole lot of respect for the power coming back at him.
No.
So he's
no.
going to feel like he can do whatever he wants in there.
Also, why does that say champion versus challenger?
Where
Justin Gaethje, champion.
he's
Max Holloway, challenger.
he's the BMF champion.
Oh, come on.
I mean,
That's a
he beat Dustin for the belt,
championship, Yeah.
All right. Okay.
but I don't see Gaethje really respecting the power, and so he's going to just let
Agreed.
it go.
No, he's
I agree.
definitely. He doesn't respect the power against anyone.
I know, but
There
But
isn't.
But this one is the
Max,
one he can kind of afford to.
Max
Exactly.
will not knock out Justin Gaethje.
yeah, that's
If I'm going to put all of my pennies I've ever made on one bet on this fight, is that Max will not knock him out for sure.
yeah,
But that doesn't mean that Max can't beat him.
yeah. I can't lie to you guys, and you're not going to be surprised by this, but I want Justin Gaethje to knock Max out. I'm not a Max guy, but we all know that.
Yeah. I'm not like
So weird to me.
I like Max. I think he's a great, one of the UFC greats and all that stuff. But I've never just
He's a
been
Hall of Famer. He's a Hall
Oh
of Famer.
yeah.
I agree with that.
I agree. But I've just never been like a Max dick rider. I've just never
I
been
wouldn't
that
even
way.
say that I'm a dick rider. I mean, you guys might class me. I mean,
I'm not saying you are.
I
I'm just-
love the guy. I'm a big fan. Don't get me wrong. I guess I'm a dick rider, but I don't know.
Minus 200 Gaethje. It opened minus 140. Got bet up to minus 200. Plus 170 Max. I mean, if you're betting on this, it's like if you want to take Max, it's like Max decision, like a prop.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know
Yeah,
what the price
I
of that be.
For sure, Max decision. Which is why I'm taking Justin. By the way,
I would
Plus
not
275. That's not really that great.
I
actually.
could see, I think it's a kind of a long shot, but I can see Max TKOing Justin late.
Yeah,
Late
I can
late fifth round.
I can see it too. I don't think that's likely at all.
No, I don't
yeah.
either. I can
see it though. Like
Justin,
I wouldn't be like it wouldn't blow me away if that happened. I'd be
Yeah.
like, wow, okay, well, I
Hey,
knew, I
he's
knew
Hall
he
of
had it
Famer.
in him.
Hall of Famer.
It's like I knew he had it in him.
And I'm a big Gaethje fan. I love Gaethje.
I love Gaethje too.
This is why I just think he's going to be the first guy. And we've said that a bunch of other guys to Max.
Yeah.
But this is the hardest hitter Max has ever fought.
Dustin.
Besides Connor.
No, Connor doesn't punch as hard as Gaethje. Connor's more accurate than Gaethje.
And Connor was a featherweight.
Yes.
Yeah, that was two different. Yeah, I'm saying that's. I don't know, man. I don't know about all that.
I mean, like when Dustin was really the only guy that's really hurt Max on the feet, and he doesn't hit as hard as Gaethje.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah.
And again, I do think Gaethje's gonna be. He's always willing to like let it fly, but I think he's gonna really not think twice about just getting after him.
My official prediction is Gaethje by decision. That's my prediction. And then I don't like that.
Wow.
That's a lot to be voted to knock out a guy who's never been knocked out.
So 70%
Yeah, he's
Gaethje.
multiple-time champ. Come on, people are being disrespectful towards Max, bro.
70% Gaethje and 57% of those KO TKO.
That's crazy.
I disagree.
I was leaning Gaethje's going to win by. I don't know. I do.
He's not going to sub him. Gaethje's not going to sub him.
No. I was thinking.
Decision
Like,
KO.
obviously, I think it's possible Gaethje could be the first guy to knock Max out.
But you disagree with the 50% chance.
That
57%.
big of a that much.
Yeah.
That big of a sway. I'm still going to pick Gaethje by TKO.
I'm just surprised that the public is going with that.
With that margin, that's high. That is a little disrespectful to Max, a guy who's been there, done that. You know,
Fought everyone. But he is kind of fighting. He's kind of fighting up.
oh yeah, he's fighting up and he's fighting. You know, former interim champ. You know,
Gaethje's a bigger guy. There's no doubt.
I just think if Max wants to pressure forward and like touch with the jab, Gaethje's gonna crack him, and he's gonna be like, "Okay, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
I can't
holy
just
shit.
like walk him down and like touch him."
But Max has got an underrated wrestling game. I'm not saying it's better than Gaethje's, but he is still a good wrestler.
these guys aren't wrestling. There's no fucking.
I'm just saying, like, if he gets cracked and he says, "Oh, I can't beat him standing up," then he's gonna have to do something else. You know,
Max not. I don't
He's
think
not
Max
going to.
taking. Gaethje.
no, I don't think he's going.
I don't
to.
even think he's gonna
But
try.
No.
Well, then what's the whole point of what you saying that then? You think he's just gonna like get cracked standing up? And he's like, "Oh, I can't do that anymore, so I'm just gonna sit here and focus on not getting hit for the rest of the fight, and then lose a decision."
No, you probably find a
No, I'm
different
saying-
way.
I'm just saying that-
instead of his normal push the pace,
Max,
jab the fuck.
Max like takes over with that shit. Like
Yeah.
he
he's
walks,
overwhelming.
But
He holds records because of it.
I mean, against Dustin, he was going backwards a lot. Like he's like, I can't push forward on this guy because
These
I'm
guys
getting
crack
hurt.
the fuck
Yeah.
like they fucking hurt.
Dustin's got better stand up than Justin, though.
Yeah, but he's not hitting harder than Dustin.
No, he's not hitting harder, but he's got more tools standing up than
But
Justin.
also
Yeah.
the Dustin we've seen of late, or the Justin I should say rather, the Justin we've seen of late is more calculated, more precise.
He's getting hit less. He's being a little more intelligent with it.
Yeah, we saw that in the Dustin fight.
No, listen, I got Gaethje. I got Gaethje by decision. And I hate to say that because I do, and I love both. I love both these guys. I love Max a little more, just barely a little more. That's where I'm at with this fight. I'm excited for it.
I'm
So
going.
you got Max by decision, or you're going Gaethje, but
Gaethje decision.
if Max wins, you see
My
him winning by
my
decision.
heart says Max by decision. My betting and my brain and everything else about me says Justin.
I could see that. I mean, if Max wins, I'd see what you were saying. Like he like overwhelms him late. Gaethje slows down.
Yeah,
and-
Yeah.
gets tired.
I think that's how-
could
that's
I
how
don't
he
think
would
that's
beat him.
really that far out of the realm
No.
of Max
no,
finishing Gaethje.
I don't either. This is a great fight, guys. This is a fucking.
Oh yeah,
And people are underlooking Max on this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is what I think.
that's probably
I
true.
think so too.
I'm still. I think Gaethje's gonna catch him.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Gaethje for me.
Catch him and knock him out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't think that
TKO for me for Gaethje.
decision Gaethje.
Anything else there?
No.
We got two more. Let's get
I
it
gotta
going.
have
Over
to
with.
PP.
Yeah.
This one will go quick. Weili
Please.
Zhang, Yan Xiaonan, Weili Magnum Zhang, 24-3, 3 wins in a row, fighting out of China. 34 years old, 5 feet 4 inches tall. Yan 9, Xiaonan.
Okay.
You can switch both their names. So I
Right.
see it
Yeah,
both
yeah,
ways,
they go, yeah.
all over the place. 17-3, coming off 2 wins in a row. Last fight was 11 months ago. Damn. Also fighting out of China. 34 years old, 5 feet 5 inches tall. Yan's got hands.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So does
That
Wiley.
rhymes. You know.
Yeah.
Kind
Yan's got hands.
of. Hand.
The point is like Yan's got hands, but Wiley's got everything.
Yeah.
Wiley just got the hit factor. She's already been champ. She knows what it takes to be champ. She's been dug into deeper waters. She's been there longer. She's going to win by decision.
I think Wiley could just go to the wrestling and really just take the path of least resistance here.
And win by decision.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Like she doesn't even
That's
need to
what's
strike.
happening.
Because Yan, I mean, she fucking destroyed Andrade.
Mhm.
Like knocked the shit out of her.
And I liked that. I liked it.
But-
I know my pick.
It's Weili by decision, bro.
And I'm gonna go Yan.
Really?
You're
I
a
think-
weirdo.
I'm going Yan, and she's gonna TKO her.
you knock her out?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll give you $5 on that one. Weili, $5.
Doesn't have to be a TKO, just a win.
No, yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, Yan's lost a split to Marina Rodriguez, who we talked about earlier, and she also got finished by Carla. Does that worry you at all?
Come again?
She got finished by Carla.
No, because in fighting, anything can fucking happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's true. Cody Brundage could win, but except for not really. Minus 410 Weili. Open minus 310. People have been hammering it. Plus 310 Yan Xiaonan. 96% Weili on Tapology.
Love that.
I'm going Weili. Yeah, I'm going to go to decision.
Yep. That's what's going to happen.
Man, Chad, that blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah,
that you picked
I didn't think you were going to take that.
I like to live on the wild side.
Apparently, $5 is a big one.
I am going to piss my pants.
Same. Hurry. Next. Alex Pereira, knockout.
Main event. the big main event that Dana had been hyping up for months.
Yeah.
No, it is big, but
It is big, but it's honestly it's kind of a letdown to me.
I think
they were like, "Oh, you guys are gonna fucking believe it."
In all real, like being realistic, I think everybody's kind of disappointed in it, and they wouldn't have been disappointed if Conor was on the main.
That's the thing. I think
agree.
Dana was like trying to get Conor and thought it was close.
Yeah,
So he was hyping that up,
for
and then it wasn't that.
I think so too. I
think
that's exactly
they were probably working for John.
But I want
too.
I want to know.
If
I
it
want to know
was
what
a
the
John
third one
Jones
was.
or something like that.
I want to know what the other one was. You know, there was this one. There could have been the Conor one, Chandler, and then there could have been something else.
John and
Tom?
John and Stipe. If they didn't get hurt, it would have been John.
It
also
would have been Stipe, but if it were against John,
the
but I don't
Tom
know
and
that
Pereira rumor too.
Well,
Remember
Pereira posted that shit. I'll go up. I don't
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. No. Pereira's in trouble fighting Tom, dude. That is,
I agree.
yeah, that's a lot.
Not like size, physical, anything like that, but just
No, just like Tom's
tools wise.
Tom's gonna send his fucking
but also
Stonehenge
but
ass
also
head all over the
also
place.
size though. But also size.
Yeah, not like height though.
Not height. No, height doesn't matter. In
But like
heavyweight.
also Tom's. I don't think
Ask
Tom's
Mark
gonna
Hunt, who's my height.
I don't think Tom's gonna like wrestle. I just think Tom would knock his head off.
I think Tom would find him and knock him out.
Yeah. Anyways, Alex Pereira, Poton, 9-2. Man, a lot of fights.
Yeah.
Coming off 2 wins in a row.
Well, yeah, a lot more fights than Jamahal Hill. Collectively,
in MMA, I'm saying.
Yeah, dude's got 100 fights in kickboxing.
Well, yeah. I was just talking about MMA. Fighting out of Connecticut, originally from Brazil. 36 years old, 6 feet 4 inches tall. Jamahal Sweet Dreams Hill, 12-1, coming off of 4 wins in a row. Fighting out of Michigan, 32 years old, also 6 feet 4 inches tall.
Blows my mind that Pereira, a guy like Pereira coming from Brazil, chose Connecticut, and I know that's got to do because Glover lives in Connecticut, and he bought a house close to Glover in Connecticut. But it's just like weird. If you would have had to bet on like what state that guy's gonna fight out of when he comes to America,
Not Connecticut.
Not fucking Connecticut.
I'd say Nevada.
Yeah, I would say Nevada, California, Florida.
Yeah,
Connecticut, fucking Connecticut. Weird.
I'm gonna be quick here, and I think Jamahal Hill's gonna knock Pereira out.
Alex, everyone loves this guy, and I love him too. But
I think he's great.
He does get hurt. Like
he does
Yuri
move
hurt
his
him.
gigantic, fucking
Yuri did well.
Enormous fucking head.
What's his face? Poland did well against him.
Oh, he took him down
Jan?
a bunch and stuff. Yeah.
Jan did well against him.
Yeah, I mean he won a split over Jan, and actually a lot of people thought he lost.
A lot of people did.
I mean Yuri hurt him. But I've just never had a good read on Jamahal Hill. Like, I feel like I've always picked against him.
I look at Jamahal Hill and I see a guy who's on a tear, and I can see a guy who can just lose 4 or 5 in a row for some reason. He reminds me of who fought John Jones, and now he gets cracked all the time.
OSP?
No.
Reyes.
Dominic Reyes.
I think Jamal's better than that, but
I think he's better, yes, but I'm
not in love with Jamal's style, really. Like,
right.
I feel like I don't even know how to explain it, but I feel like he really kind of, it's like all based on feel, not necessarily like muscle memory. It's like he just feel. It's like kind of like Chris Curtis. Like he's kind of tries to. It has to like feel where the punches are coming from. Rolls underneath shit.
He sticks to his basic fundamentals, but he'll like change up.
Yeah, like
During,
basically
like,
like
fight.
if he's wrong, then he's getting cracked. Like if you
make a mistake against Pereira, you're going to sleep.
Yeah,
right.
The last guy to make a mistake against.
And it's
Ask fucking
Sean.
Well, and
Jiri.
Israel.
Oh yeah. But I don't know. I mean, fucking Jamal's been literally off for like 100 years now.
Yeah, that doesn't help him.
It's been a year and 2 months, actually.
Pereira's been crazy active since he got in the UFC.
Yeah, this one's tough.
I got Pereira, dude. Pereira TKO.
If Pereira wins, I mean, it just adds to my fandom towards him.
I will say,
but I really think Jamal's going to knock him out.
I am biased. I'm biased as shit. Alex Pereira is one of my favorites. He's top 10 for me right now. Love the guy, but I also still believe in him. So I don't know if I would, lean on my prediction here.
I think we've been seeing all kinds of Pereira hype like for the last like month about this. Not really seeing any Jamahal Hill hype at all.
Well,
I think his
last highlight was
people
tearing
are
his Achilles in half.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think people are really kind of. Let's see what are the Tapology. We'll do Tapology
and
first.
Achilles is one of those career-ending injuries.
73% Pereira, 94% KO TKO.
That's too much.
That's what I was going to say.
That's
like,
too much.
I mean, hey, he can knock anybody out in the world.
Absolutely, he can knock anybody out.
If he wins, I think it's a knockout. That's pretty clear.
Yeah,
but I think
they're shitting on Hill.
It's just a little too much for like everything.
I give
there.
Pereira a 70% chance to knock him out.
Minus 145 Pereira.
I'm not mad at those odds.
Plus 125 Jamal.
So the odds are a little bit better than that fucking percentage vote.
I'm not mad at those odds.
Yeah,
I just don't know what Jamal we're getting here. That's the only thing.
It's the thing, man. And we know
he looks good.
No matter what, Pereira doesn't ever come in there looking bad ever.
No, he's a fucking freak Brazilian just Connecticut fucking person.
Connecticut.
I'm going Pereira knockout.
Hey, there you go. Weird.
Jamahal Hill knockout.
Pereira TKO. Third round.
Anything else to add?
I don't think so. This is going to be a fun-ass card. We're going to be watching it with all our homies. It's going to be a big party.
Let's hope it's not one of those crazy lineups that disappoints everyone.
Oh, do you imagine if there was a goddamn snooze fest?
Oh, could you imagine?
Oh, I think just the fact that it's such big names, even if the fights aren't all knockouts, I think it's still going to be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
The talent. Well, I'm saying like a snooze fest, they're all decisions, and we're like,
there's something crazy happens.
What the hell? Or in some bullshit.
Like Derek Lewis versus Francis Ngannou. Yeah. Like nobody knew. Nobody could have ever bet a penny that somebody would survive.
No. I mean, last time Pereira fought, when he fought Jiri, that card was just everyone got knocked the fuck out in that card. So I think we're heading in that direction here.
That'd be cool.
We're going to be good and drunk watching this.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a hell of a time. It's going to be a rager. Hey, let us know in the comments how awesome your UFC 300 watch party is going to be. Where you're going to be, like how many people's going to attend, how drunk you going to get. What are you going to be drinking on during UFC 300? I got to know. Let me know in the comments, dude. And while you're down there in the comments, go ahead and press like or we might come find you.
I'm going to be drinking me some Gold Tops.
Whack. You gotta fucking do something better than that.
Yeah.
I like Miller.
How about some Gold Schlager?
Oh, all right. let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's go pee.
Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.
Like.
Our shit will be in the bio. Or by shit, I mean our Instagram.
Hit the like button.
Fuck's sakes. We haven't made a penny off this podcast in 4 years. Like something.
We'll see you later.
Peace.